Greetings, Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Friday, January 13th. We made it to the end of the week, so congratulations. And even though it's Friday the 13th, we can absolutely make the most of it. Today the moon is in Libra, and I thought we'd talk about relationship topics. So why is my partner ignoring me? How to use the Libra moon to make relationships work. Every month the moon goes into Libra for a couple of days, just like it goes through all the zodiac signs, and the moon in Libra is always that chance to renew our relationship themes, to give some attention and care to relationships and getting along, and how we need to take care of ourselves so we can show up powerfully in relationships and for the work of relationships. Yesterday, the planet Mars stationed direct. Mars is the planet of action and movement, of courage, being assertive, taking risks, taking action, moving on things. And stationing direct means that we start to have more forward movement, maybe beginning to start to discover some ways past obstacles that might have been frustrating you for the last several weeks. Starting to see the way through, starting to see possibilities and ways to move forward. So as Mars goes forward, we're going to have increasing speed and increasing ability to experience that feeling of progress and movement. I did share yesterday more about Mars stationing and what it means. And also, of course, on Sunday, I went in depth into the Mars and Mercury retrograde periods and what it will mean as they begin to go direct again and moving forward. Especially with Mercury retrograde, we've had that sense of going back to review what we know, rethink our thinking about things, and give attention to plans, to strategies, and how we are, of course, thinking about things, getting our structures and plans and foundations organized in a way that's going to be powerful and effective going forward, because Capricorn is all about efficiency and getting organized. And with Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, our thinking is going to be aligned with how we need to be efficient and get organized, and reformulating how we want to approach things. So that's we're still doing that work, but with Mars, we got a little bit more ability to get things going. And so taking action tentatively at first, and then increasing your confidence as you move forward. So with a tentative forward movement of Mars, we are also, of course, thinking about relationships with the moon in Libra. And if you find yourself in a situation where relationship work is feeling challenging or hard at any given moment, which our intimate relationships are hard. It's the nature of intimate relationships to have ways that you do get along and ways that you do not get along, parts of you as a pair that are compatible and other parts that are not so compatible or see things in different ways. And there's that conflict between who we are as individuals and how we need to be to work together with others. And we have to find that right balance. So Libra is all about balance. It's all about allowing ourselves to be present so that we can discover the breakthroughs that are possible. And if you have done relationship work, you know that those breakthroughs are possible. There is a way of seeing things that hasn't occurred to you, right? When you find that place of shift where you come together, it feels good, and you restore sort of that faith in your ability to work together with your partner. Not all relationships are intimate relationships. This applies also to work relationships, friend relationships, family relationships, all kinds of ways that you might have to work together with another person. And so it's going to be whatever is showing up for you in your life about how you work together with another person. And whatever is being the thorn in your side, that is what is calling to you as a place that needs you to think about things differently. So do you need to take care of yourself? Do you need to support yourself better? Do you need to speak up and state your truth? Do you need to be quiet and listen a little bit more? Do you need to take care of yourself, be there for your partner, prioritize doing things together? Find that balance where their needs can be met and your needs can be met. And the magic of relationship is about the discovery of that place, how we can work together, how both of our needs can be met in ways that maybe we previously thought, I'll never be happy in XYZ. But finding those places where, okay, I could be happy, if, or I could be happy because now I'm able to see things differently. And I was maybe in some old patterns of thinking, or maybe living out some old emotional patterns that were holding me back. So through the process of caring for ourselves, of attending to our own needs, and that deeper inner work, it helps us be more available for shifts in relationship. So the title of this video is, why is my partner ignoring me? So, for that example, if your partner is ignoring you, what is it that you need to do to take care of yourself so you don't feel ignored? And then if you start to feel like those needs are met, like how to take care of those needs through either being present for yourself, or getting together with a friend who you don't feel ignored by, and getting that part of you fulfilled so that you're not asking your partner to meet some need that isn't how they do things, maybe. And then once you get that need met, then you are able to show up for your relationship and say, I don't need you to pay attention to me in that same way anymore, because I got that. I figured out how to do that for myself. And so now I can be here to work together with you on what it is the two of us do together, and how we share, and how we experience and exchange love. Now, if you have a partner who is really not there to exchange love, not there to care about, having a positive outcome, then that's a different story, right? Then maybe, you could think about whether that's the right person. But the point is that we have a lot of work to do on ourselves before we're really ready to make that judgment call about the other person. And we tend to go to that other person being at fault before we look at ourselves. And it's not about making ourselves at fault either. It's just about asking ourselves, how can I get that need met so that I can show up in my wholeness with my authentic truth, able to speak my truth and my needs, and know that I'm okay to take care of myself, and that I would like to have this experience of sharing with another person. All right. So, I'm not going to solve the relationship problems of the world here in 10 minutes, but hopefully that gave you a little nugget to think about, and to think about for your own situation, and to think about right now. The moon being in Libra is a good time to focus on relationship and balance. What does balance mean for you? And what does that look like for you in finding balance inside of yourself, and then from there expanding out into being ready to have balance in working together with another person, and discover the magic of the breakthroughs that you can have in an exchange with another person, because ultimately we are more powerful when we've done that inner work and we're ready to work together with another person, because we just have expanded perspectives when there are more than one of us. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy Friday the 13th. I'll be back with you tomorrow, and thinking more about Libra and relationships and balance, peace and harmony. It's all about how our attitude and how we go about that in the world. So that's why this YouTube channel is about the unshakable self-care that astrology can help us tap into, understanding what's going on with the planets, to forgive ourselves and support ourselves in the process of manifestation. Just to throw in there too that with the moon going through Libra, it's going through its last quarter square. So we are completing, we've now completed 3 quarters of the moon cycle. And there's something challenging that comes up around that square. So could be in the context of relationship. What is it inviting you to become? There you go. That's a good question to think about. All right. Thanks for being here. I'll be back tomorrow. And thank you for hitting the subscribe button and sharing and liking and commenting on my videos and telling a friend. All right. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.